Then you got Franken Castle, the spray. Then you have Franken Castle, the nameplate. And then you have 100 unstable molecules next to Franken Castle. Speaking of Franken Castle, here comes Franken Castle. Alright, Odin's beauty daughter. Oh, let me get that. Let me try that one again. Grand Garden Adventures, what this is called. While further delays or holding anybody, let me take a look. Oh man, how many seasons are we gonna be fighting these symbiotes for? I don't like this skin. Like, somebody like, man, this stuff go hard. I'm like, dude, look at his fingers. What the hell? What in the Davy Jones is his skin, bro? And then the squid tentacles on the back. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. It's okay if y'all feel it. It's just, in my personal opinion, it just looks weird. Like, it's weird as heck, bro. No one can say it's not weird. Then you got a Gambit nameplate, a Monstro King spray, and then you have to set sail. Simple emote. More ice cubes. Alright, but we got 100 unstable molecules. Then you got a Monstro King nameplate. Only this one moves, but hail to the king. So I had to make sure we take a look at this. Not feeling it. Alright, so we got a Big Buddy nameplate with Groot on it. Big Buddy spray. And then you got the Thing emblem for Fantastic Four spray. You got units, only this time you can get it for free. And then if we go down here, we got the Mini Milano. Is that what this ship is called? The Milano? I thought that was the name of the SMG from Black Ops Cold War. And then you got 100 Lotus. And of course, you got the Big Buddy Groot skin. Which he looks like one of the Guardians of the Galaxy outfits and whatnot. Which is what they're going for. And they made sure they labeled the issue too. Give him fancy suits where he can't wear it. Vault verdict on this page. Then you got Franken Castle, the spray. Then you have Franken Castle, the nameplate. And then you have 100 unstable molecules next to Franken Castle. Speaking of Franken Castle, here comes Franken Castle. I guess that he died or whatever in the comics, because this is an actual thing. And I know this is an actual thing, even though I haven't read the comics, because there was a guy that once upon a time I used to follow on like YouTube, and that man said that they took Frank's corpse and reconstructed him with a bunch of like random body parts, and he becomes Franken Castle. Honestly, somebody must have did this as a joke, but this is weird. The skin is weird, even when it's canon. It looked like they took one of the parts from Hulk's leg and just said, "Here you go, Castle. You can walk again. We need you to go out and be a killer for us again." And then you have reanimated Fury. Like, I don't really know how I'm supposed to feel about this at all. Did he just... I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. It's a weird MVP pose. You have 100 units. Almost said loudest, but it's units. Then you got the Punisher Emblem Spray. Then you got 100 unstable molecules. And then you got 100 units. And then you got the Blue Thing. Blue Thing nameplate. And then shaving. He ain't done yet. Man, that must be the worst, being blue and big. And then being made of rock. You have to use that to make sure you're nice and up to snuff. Then you got the Blue Thing. And guess what with this whole page? It is entirely free. Next. We got a Midnight Suspense. The Black Widow. Oh my god. You have to be a huge nerd to know where this is from. This is in one of the Amazing Spider-Man comic books. Deadass. They took that and made it into a spray. They made it into a spray. Although the costume actually exists, like back in the day, but the spray itself represents that of the Spider-Man comic. Not kidding. Then you have the Midnight Suspense, nameplate. You got 100 loudest. Those are the only 3 things you get for free. And then right here we have the Midnight Suspense, which this is the OG Black Widow skin, if you will. I mean, it looks nice, and I know somebody's gonna be saying the G word, but for reals though, despite how good it looks, this is not a skin I really want. Especially, you have to consider playing Black Widow, which I kind of don't. So then you have this Poised Strike emote, which is nice. Honestly, wish they gave us that for free, but we can't have what we want. You gotta give these guys their money, give them their dues. 100 units, and of course, I should not forget Phantom of the Opera. Not a bad pose. It's just pretty quick and simple though. Moving on. Then we got the Grand Games little booklet page thingy. And then over here, we got Rogue nameplate. Cute. I think they went with the Southern Rogue instead of the emo Rogue, which is kind of nice and all, but you know how I am about these things. Merciful Queen. This is spray. 100 units. Got a Merciful Queen nameplate. And then the Peacebringer. Nice. 100 unstable units. And then the Merciful Queen herself. Which I did not know this was based on a What If episode. Which I guess they're starting to take a shine to it. Not a bad skin, but it's not a skin I would rock. I still want the evil version of her that's like wearing the symbiote stuff. You know. We have Odin's beautiful daughter. And then you have Odin's beautiful daughter, the spray. And before that was the nameplate. And you have 100 unstable molecules. Everything else you gotta get after that. You have Odin's beautiful daughter. Let's get a little animation. Let's do a little. I know somebody over there is fiending. And it ain't me! Crouching Tiger. They just made sure they had to put their little thing in there. 100 loudest. And then of course, Radiant Tiger. Why does that tiger have wings? I'm not gonna let that go. Somebody gotta explain that to me right now. 100 units. Infinity Ultron, the spray. And then control confirmed. And then you have 100 Lotus. Infinity Ultron. And then, of course, Infinity Ultron himself. It's another what if thing. And then at the bottom, we have his. That one's kind of okay. But it's like I said, if he takes over, it's over. Alright. Another fully free page. Magus. The spray. 100 unstable molecules. A chrononovial die of the Grandmaster, which is one of those collectible things, I guess, like a kind of like a souvenir. Looks like a D20. I think that's what it is. It's D20. And they have Magus, the plate. And then you have Brillious Beckons. I ain't gonna lie. The Magus skin kinda go hard. And we get this for free. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know about this pass. I don't know about buying it at all. I mean, the previous passes were slightly better. This one, some of the skins for the characters, I'm just not like feeling it. Some of the stuff they're giving us this season kind of looks way better than the stuff, like the free stuff. I mean, the stuff they're giving us that's free for this season looks better than the stuff they gave us for free last season. But overall, though, season 4's cosmetics, I kind of like them, but it's just only the free stuff I'm kind of like, I care. Then we got Dark Acrium. It looked like it was going strong, and it did. It just ends with frame. What? We couldn't even get this man getting ready to pose. Instead, they just took a freeze frame of him about to pose. Help me, past Scarlet. I can't believe they made her the 100 skin. Not saying that I don't like it. I mean, obviously I can't dislike the skin. But at the same time, I have a couple of skins that's very similar to this. First off, let's talk about the Petals of Promise. That's the emote you get right here for free for her. It just hovers and hovers and hovers on her hand. Then you have the Witch of the Evil Eye. Is that a WandaVision reference? I think that's a WandaVision reference. Even though the outfit itself, you know, came out in like the 60s. But she wore this for Halloween though. It was a Halloween theme. 100 Lotus, but you get this for free before you freak out. But this 100 Lotus right here, you have to pay for it. And then of course you have the Witch of the Evil Eye, which is the name of the skin. There's no defiance against the Scarlet Witch's hex. That is true. She's like one of the most powerful people in Marvel history. Can pretty much destroy the world if she wants. But sometimes it's tough to even just stop her. She's like inevitable almost. And then you have the Witch of the Evil Eye, the banner frame, which actually looks kind of nice. Kind of nice. And finally, her pose. Embrace. It's a legendary, and yet this doesn't give me legendary vibes. Alright, in the final page, we have museum security. Which, I don't know, what's this a reference towards? I'm kind of confused trying to understand it. I mean, I can't see it that far away. I have to zoom in. Love is a battlefield. Not that old 80s song screaming, "We are young!" Gambit and Rogue are running away. And then the very last thing you get is 100 units, which you have to spend almost 1,000 of your chrono tokens just to get one. I don't get that. I can understand spending 500, but 1,000? We're getting Iron Spider for free, goddammit. Not the lousy MCU one in the store. The only thing that's not lousy is the pose. But this outfit I do not like. Look at this man. Tell me this don't look good. And we're getting this for free.